The animated science fantasy action-adventure movie Nimona, which was directed by Nick Bruno and Troy Quane, tackles issues including fluid identity, nonconformity, and defying people in positions of authority. The movie also acts as a metaphor for LGBTQ+ acceptance. The story follows Ballister Boldheart, Riz Ahmed, a former knight who is charged with killing the kingdom's queen, which is based on the 2015 graphic novel of the same name by N.D. Stevenson. A teenager who wants to be his sidekick finds him as his former allies, including his romantic partner, Ambrosius Goldenloin, Eugene Li Yang, search for him. Ballister, who at first dismissed the girl Nimona, Chloe Grace Moritz, learns that she has the ability to change into any size of animal or person. Ballister begins his search for the individual who falsely accused him with her assistance. Nimona earned overwhelmingly favorable reviews after its premiere. The animation, voice acting, and thematic investigation of the movie received high appreciation. We have the answer to your question about whether Nimona will have a sequel. Nimona had its Netflix debut on June 30, 2023. Initially, the movie was being developed at Blue Sky Studios, and Patrick Osborne was in charge of directing. But after the Walt Disney firm bought Blue Sky's parent firm, 21st Century Fox, the project reportedly faced opposition because of a same-sex kiss. The project was subsequently taken over by Annapurna Pictures, who engaged Bruno and Quane to helm it before releasing it on Netflix. The creation of a sequel has not yet been confirmed by the directors or Netflix officials. Stevenson hasn't yet produced a follow-up to his graphic novel. Therefore, for Nimona 2 to happen, either an original story featuring the same cast of characters needs to be written, or Stevenson can create a follow-up to his graphic novel, which will then be adapted. Nimona has a large enough narrative scope to perhaps support a sequel. In the movie, Ballister learns that the Institute's director, Francis Conroy, set him up. Ballister was intended to be the Institute's first commoner-born knight in a millennium, having been chosen by the Queen herself. The director, a fervent defender of her organization's traditions, was unwilling to let it go and hatched a scheme to both kill the Queen and assign blame for her passing to Ballister. Her efforts were successful, but she was unprepared for Nimona, the mythical monster from the kingdom, to make a comeback. Nimona changes into a monster in the present and tries to land on the blade of a large Glorith statue after feeling deceived by Ballister. She is stopped by Ballister, who begs for her pardon. She then changes into a phoenix and repels the director's attack, which she was attempting to launch at Nimona, while fully aware that it would kill tens of thousands of nearby kingdom residents. Ambrosius and Ballister later get back together, and it is implied that Nimona is still alive. The potential sequel may go into the world past the wall and introduce us to fresh characters. Characters from the original work who weren't in the first movie can also be used. Ballister and Nimona may still work together as they face fresh difficulties. It all comes down to how well the first movie does in order for a sequel to be approved. The audience can anticipate Nimona 2 to release sometime in mid-2025 if the sequel is announced within the following few months.